Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening brings us back into the cage. Three-minute rounds in MMA at 160 pounds. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, Jordan Pupua.
Jordan Pupua, he's a representative of the Wild Card Fight Team.
And he's got the nickname of Pretty Boy, which always means big Pretty Boy Floyd, you know, back in the day for us that are a little longer in the tooth.
The day.
Nice crowd on hand tonight down here in Castle Rock, Colorado. Love this venue because it's only 8 miles from my house, JR. I know it's a little longer for you, but man, driving up north, I kind of like this.
Hashtag jealous.
I suppose you're centrally located, Ebenezer. Are you south down here?
A little bit more south.
Oh,
yeah,
I like
absolutely.
It.
Wasn't too bad of a
So
commute.
you're one of the smarter fighters down south here, you know.
Man, guys, I really can feel the energy in the room tonight. It is, like you were talking about, Todd, it is a packed house. Man, and the fans definitely brought the energy tonight.
Big crowd.
And if you guys think you know Ebenezer, it's probably from our prior broadcast, fought the main event and a great fight with Ramiro Figueroa to take the belt, remain unbeaten, and really one of the up-and-coming fighters in the nation. So keep your eye on him. And I guess you're coming back November 1st, right?
November 1st on Sparta, man. I'm super, super excited. Can't wait to put on a performance.
His opponent out of the red corner, Nick Taylor.
Speaking of high energy.
Yeah. Slow heartbeat. Stewie's always got high energy. It's air guitar tonight.
All right, guys. Nick Taylor coming out with the American flag. Absolutely love it.
Mr. Taylor, representative of Catharo Training Center. And he's out of Roxborough, Colorado. All right, Jordan Pupua out of Colorado Springs. He's an 18-year-old wrestler making his debut. 5 feet 11 inches tall, 160 pounds, facing off against Nick Taylor out of Roxborough, Colorado. Just a bit the elder, 24 years old. He's a freestyle fighter, making his debut. 6 feet 1 inches tall, just a little lighter at 158.
You know, I will say when I look at Jordan Pupua, I'm looking at him. A lot of times you see an 18-year-old fighter and they may not have the stature. We ran into it a couple cards ago and you're like, he looks 18, he looks young. Pupua's put together a little bit better.
Yeah.
He's long, lanky, he's got some muscle to him, he's got some shoulders to him. And when you look and see that, you're less concerned than you are a fighter that's very young that doesn't have muscle mass.
Right, absolutely. I think it shows, one, the dedication in the gym, but two, also how long they've been doing the sport, right? It takes time to build that muscle mass, that muscle definition.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Elimination MMA, scheduled for 3-minute rounds in a 160-pound division. Let's meet our fighters. Introducing first, fighting out of the Poseidon Water blue corner. He is a wrestler making his MMA debut. He stands 5 foot 11 inches tall, weighted at 160 pounds. With Wild Cards Fight Team, High Bomb, Colorado Springs, Colorado, Jordan, the Pretty Boy Pupua!
No lack of confidence, sir.
Speaking of energy.
Yes.
His opponent, fighting out of the Mike Maroney Ford blue corner. He's a freestyle fighter making his MMA debut. He stands 6 foot 1 inches tall, weighted at 158 pounds. With Catharo Training Center from Roxborough, Colorado, Nick Taylor!
And one of the funny things, Jared, when I saw him,
Oscar Martinez.
Taylor definitely did a little bit of eyeballing before this, and a little bit of talking, a little bit of eyeballing.
You and I have talked about this before, Todd. We're talking about a young fighter coming into the cage at 18 years old, but with the wrestler background, if he's one of those wrestlers that started when he was 5 or 6 years old, he's been in the arena of combat probably 100+ times.
Yeah, he does not look intimidated.
Not even a little bit. Looks ready to charge across the cage, does Pupua.
This might be exploding. Taylor with that open hand, and you got to be careful with that. Oh, great leg kick.
Beautiful leg
Taylor
kick.
charges in for the takedown.
Good lift by Taylor. But man, look at the balance, by Pupua. Outstanding defense. Taylor getting his hands clasped on the double. He's going to try to rip him off the cage and sit him down.
Look how quick, though,
Able
Papua's
to do
up.
so, but Pupua just bounces back up.
Look at
a
the roll
rear
out of
valley
it.
trip to get the drag down by Taylor.
Great roll.
Nice back control by Taylor.
There's the reversal
Now
right
Pupua
there.
turns in.
Beautiful reversal.
Almost into
guys.
full mount, but not quite.
It was the whizzer that's saving it for Taylor right there. Beautiful job maintaining that whizzer. It was a little bit loose, but in position enough.
Back on his feet and
Finally somebody throws a punch.
Yeah. That took a while. Pupua, we told you he's a little bit stronger than you'd think. Taylor coming right back and showing his strength.
Well, Taylor listed himself as a freestyle fighter, but man, look at his wrestling. His ability to scramble is really a sight to behold.
Look at this. Look at the bruise on his leg.
Yeah, from that one leg kick, man, that
I don't know if that may have been there beforehand, because that looks like it's been there a while.
Taylor thought about climbing the back, going in again for the takedown.
Taylor expending a lot of energy right now.
Pupua relegated to primarily defense here. Great offensive output by Taylor.
I'm interested to see whose conditioning shows through now
Yeah,
after that long tussle on the ground.
Yeah, there's a lot of energy expended right there. Great point.
And I feel like Taylor's breathing a little bit.
Yeah, well, he just walked halfway around the cage with his hands down at his waist.
Mouth open as well. That's one thing I always look.
Oh, and a big
Good
left.
shot.
Taylor's a little bit wilder. Got to control your punches.
Pupua controlling the range very nicely.
Big left hand by Pupua. Taylor's more apt to throw that kick. It's awkward as well.
Taylor breathing very deep here.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing I always notice on guys is when they have their mouth open. That's not something you want to see. Beautiful head
Beautiful
kick.
head
Great
kick.
head kick.
Just clipped Taylor. Knocked him dizzy. Now Pupua looking to close in and finish. But Taylor, again, back to the wrestling. Look at those instincts, gentlemen.
Pupua doing a good job with his hands and his elbows, pushing down that neck, trying to avoid the takedown. Listen, if I'm in Papua's corner, I'm saying go for it, man. You got a guy that's gassed a little bit. You got to press the action.
Yeah, that's a great point, Todd. I think that he looks like he's in better conditioning as well.
Yeah.
You know?
He does, although Pupua taking some deep breaths himself.
Yeah.
Not quite belly breathing as much as Taylor was, but definitely taking some deep breaths in there.
If I'm in Papua's corner, I'm saying, listen, come out in the second round and put it on him.
A lot of blood around the face of Taylor. Nose, and I'm not sure if there's a cut.
Big wild shot, and there you see the counter. When you get somebody off balance, it doesn't take much. Weight coming forward, just
Yeah, head down, hips back. It's not real great positioning there by Taylor. I think he was thinking close in and go for the takedown, but got clipped a couple of times hard on the way in.
yeah, you get
And I
stumbling
think
like
this
that.
is where Pupua throws the head kick.
Yeah.
All right, get those corner men out of there. Let's get second round going. And the face of Taylor very marked up.
Cage door is locked. Seconds out. Let's go. Oh, you got to go.
Yeah, Taylor was looking at his corner.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Looks like
feint.
Taylor wants to take him down, buy himself a little bit more time to recover from the shots.
Good job sprawling. But Taylor notches through and gets the takedown.
Well, coming out of the Catharo Training Center, they're a great jiu-jitsu academy.
Oh, he's just bleeding on him on purpose. He's doing that on purpose. He's hanging over him and bleeding on him on purpose.
Interesting tactic.
Yes. Pupua trying to build a base.
Looking for back control by Taylor.
Great
but
job
Pupua with
rolling
a
out.
Nice roll through.
And that's why you see the fighter that's in good shape can do that.
Taylor just starting to wear a mask of blood.
And Pupua, you got to
coming out of his nose.
If you're Pupua, you got to take this opportunity. Listen to your corner and attack.
Absolutely, but I think that was a intelligent move by Taylor, taking him to the ground, buying himself a little bit more time to recover. Because, you get that minute in between rounds, but sometimes you need a little bit extra time. And I think Taylor did a great job of taking him down and just buying himself a little bit more time.
I will say Pupua's best scoring has been when Taylor rushed in.
Great right hand by Taylor.
Pupua walked into that one.
It's been about 3 times that we've seen Taylor take the back, and during none of those takes has he tried to set his hooks in.
Yeah, not once.
Guys, I think he's it looks like he's resting a little bit when he takes his back.
Pupua's got to turn into him.
A little better job with the hooks now by Taylor. That'll allow him to control the hip movement of Pupua some, and that's primarily how Pupua's been escaping, is either by rolling or getting a quick pop turn.
There's a punch. You got to work it when you got those hooks in. Good right hand, scored.
Probably the best punch of the fight for Taylor. Looking to sink in the choke now is Taylor. He has it threaded through, but I can't see if it's under the chin or not.
Almost looked like a neck crank.
Yeah,
now it's
there
underneath.
He is under the chin.
Trying to fight the hands is Pupua, but Taylor looks to have that locked in. Pupua's still in it. Referee checking to make sure.
Pupua's doing enough to just keep in it. 24 seconds left.
Pupua not really fighting the hands very hard. I think he just has himself in a position where he's safe right now, and he's just holding that position.
Absolutely, I think the same thing.
Corner's probably screaming the time at him, so he's just going to ride it out. Now he's starting to pry that hand off. Very difficult for Taylor to get a choke with just one hand now.
Look at Taylor breathing, too.
What a round. What a round.
Pupua giving a big thumbs up as he comes up from the canvas.
You know, there's some of those fighters that they make you seem like they're tired. They have that look about them.
I think it's also a testament to the experience of Taylor. He is 6 years older, and he came back really strongly in that second round. And, I think he won that round pretty handily.
Well, as JR said, it took a while to sink the hooks in. It gave him control. Right now, it may be 1-1. If I'm in the corner of Pupua, I know my opponent's tired. I know that he's shot for takedowns. I know how hard he's breathing. If you've got it in the gas tank, you got to spend it.
Yeah.
And I got word from somebody that had a better angle on that choke than I said. Pupua was pulling the arm down, creating space, so he was more comfortable than we thought he was. Little blood cleanup between rounds there.
That nose starts bleeding early.
And we're going to have a timeout. I think the people that cleaned the blood left a little fluid on the floor. They're going to clean up some of the water that was used to mop up the blood.
Well, that's a little extra advantage for Taylor right now.
Yeah. Looking at Pupua, though, it looks like he's
breathing heavy as well.
Some deep breaths. I don't know if that's intentional to try to lower his heart rate a little bit, taking those intentional deep breaths. But,
a little.
We'll look at that during the round.
A little meditative breathing,
little blood cleanup for the folks at home. Guys getting an extra minute here.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a long break.
Yeah. But you got it. Safety comes first. Got to have safety in the cage. Here we go, third and final round.
Yeah, I don't want somebody with an advantage because somebody else slipped. And Pupua definitely the more energetic of the two.
Yeah, Papua's got to move
as they come out, but not utilizing an attack.
Oh, Taylor walks right.
Taylor walked into one.
Pupua gets the nice turn. Good hip positioning by Pupua, but Taylor stays with it, drives through with the single leg.
Yeah, that single leg still got a hold of it, trying to get that leg around to get him dumped. Pupua hanging on. Now he's got to give it up.
Pupua has good knee position. Might try to get one foot underneath him to affect a stand-up.
Build a base. There you go.
There he goes. Yeah.
It turns
did
in
it
right
very
there.
Explosively did Pupua.
I'll tell you what's saving Taylor is his strength.
Well, and his wrestling skill.
Yep. Now, Pupua's got to do something with this here.
Yeah, Taylor, not looking like he's going to really try to work much in the way of escapes from here. I think he's just going to try to hang on and hope for the stand-up.
Pupua did throw 2 knees to the body.
Yeah, Pupua would be well advised to continue with,
there it is,
striking just enough even so they don't get stood up. Because he's certainly enjoying the dominant position here.
Press down with that hand. Get that forehead down. Taylor's holding on for dear life right now. I just keep going with those knees to the body, right to the ribs. He did it 3 or 4 times. Let's see if he does it again. There it is.
There it is again.
Yeah, Taylor tries to bring his right knee into play to block a little bit of that. Not allowed to knee to the head of a grounded opponent. That's why we're not seeing Pupua do anything with his left knee. And this is exactly what Taylor wanted.
Yep. And a great call, JR, to explain that they're going to be stood up if they continue this way. Taylor's gassed.
Breathing. He's breathing hard.
Yeah, what the referees look for when there's a stalled position is either one fighter trying to advance his position, another fighter trying to escape, a fighter trying to effect a submission, or
spinning back fist.
Good knee by Taylor.
And this is where, when you see 2 debut fighters, there's a lot to improve on from this fight, JR, from both fighters' standpoints. If you're judging this fight, you're definitely paying attention to who's not in shape.
Good defensive awareness there by Taylor. Kept his head out of range of the strikes of Pupua while he was on the ground.
JR, I think you mentioned this earlier during the ring walk, but the balance of Pupua is commendable. The balance he showed when he missed that head kick, and he did a 360 spin and nailed a right hand. It was beautiful.
Good
Great
fight there.
Fight. Wow, for debut fighters, man, that was fun to watch.
And again, at 18 years old, you want to gain that experience. And I thought he had some strength for an 18-year-old. When you look at it, Ebenezer, as we watch the replays, it's not how much you miss by, it's long as you miss. We've seen a lot of big punches miss, and as they get better, that will get better.
Right.
Well, there's a couple punches from Pupua on the replay that didn't miss.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Had Taylor diving for the legs.
And when you see those wild punches too, that takes gas out when you miss.
Absolutely. It's all those extra movements that aren't short, crisp, concise punches. That'll really tax your body. But man, guys, I must say I'm really, really impressed with the balance of Pupua. That was very impressive. The balance he showed when he did miss.
Very first takedown that he defended, being up in the air, literally got his feet back under him.
And I think, JR, you made an excellent point before the fight when he talked about he's probably wrestled 100 times. So exactly where that balance comes from, because that's not rehearsed. That's learned behavior. Let's see if Stewie's got the numbers and see if it's a 29-28 fight like I think it might be. I give Taylor a lot of credit for hanging in with strength and continuing to go for those takedowns.
Ladies and gentlemen, give these fighters a round of applause. Debut fighters laying it on the line. After that battle, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored this bout the same, 29-28, in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Jordan the Pretty Boy Pupua!
Congratulations to Jordan the Pretty Boy Pupua out of the Wild Cards fight team from Colorado Springs. Gets the victory in his debut. Now he gets to say he's an undefeated fighter.